I'm Stephen Kay, developer of Karma Technology, and your host for this M3 video operation guide. You can use this information to familiarize yourself with basic operations, whether you've just purchased an M3 or you're planning to test drive one at a local music store. This guide is divided into the following sections. In part 1 of this video, we'll cover the first 3 sections. So strap yourself in and let's get started. In this section, you'll learn some basics about how to navigate the various modes and interact with the keyboard's operating system and touchscreen. The right side of the keyboard contains most of the navigation controls. The mode buttons allow you to switch between the various main modes of the keyboard, such as sequencer mode, program mode, and combination mode. The bank select buttons allow you to select from different banks of programs and combinations depending which mode you are in. In program and combination modes, you can use the value up-down keys to move through programs and combis one by one inside a selected bank, changing banks with the bank select buttons. You can also enter selections directly with the keypad and the enter button. Alternately, you can use the selection dialogues from the screen. I'll use program mode as an example. If you touch the round pop-up button to the left of the program name, you will get the bank select dialog, where you can select from all banks and all programs in numerical order. Use the scroll bar at the bottom to move through the list of choices. You can even try different choices without leaving this screen. Or press OK to finalize a selection and return to the main screen. If you touch the square category button above the program name, you will get the category select dialog, where you can choose from programs by category, such as keyboards, basses, drums, and others. The jump to sub button brings up subcategories within each category. For example, within the keyboard category, there are 4 subcategories: acoustic pianos, synth electric pianos, real electric pianos, and claves and harpsichords. And by the way, in any of these dialogues, the exit button functions the same as touching cancel, while the enter button functions the same as touching OK. In combination mode, it works the same way, with the bank select button to the left of the name and the category select button above the name. In each mode, the page select button brings up a screen of different editing pages you can choose. Touch one of the numbered square boxes to select a page. On the bottom of the page will be a number of tabs which select additional sub-pages within that page. You can also go directly to a page by pressing the page select button and then pressing a number key. For example, doing this with the number 8 takes you directly to page 8, the insert effect screens. For basic editing, touch a parameter to select it and use the rotary dial to smoothly vary it up or down. Alternately, use the up-down buttons to increase or decrease the value, or use the value slider to quickly step over the whole range. For precise editing, you can type in a value using the keypad and the enter button. Touch checkboxes to toggle them on and off. And the round buttons access pop-up menus and selection dialogues, where you can see a number of choices and select one. Use the pin icon to keep a parameter selection dialog open while trying different settings. On any page, the menu command button in the upper right corner displays a menu of various utility commands and operations that are available to be performed from that location. To save your edits to a program or combi, you can press the record write button in the sequencer section as a shortcut and answer OK, which overwrites the original program or combi in the same location. Alternately, you can use the menu command button to select write program or write combination, in which case you can choose a different location, give it a new name, and other options. And if you get lost during your exploration of the pages, you can press the exit button at any time to get back to the main screen. In this section, you'll learn some basics about the 5 modes of the control surface. Later on, we'll discuss the control surface more in the program and combination mode sections. The control surface is on the left side of the screen, with a number of sliders and switches that can be used to control different features of the keyboard. It has 5 different modes of operation, and there is a corresponding interface page that shows what the controls are mapped to in each mode. For example, here in Combi mode, you touch the control surface tab on the far right. You can also change the mode from the screen. Here's a brief explanation of each mode. Mixer mode allows you to mix and mute the levels of the 16 timbres and tracks in a combi or sequence. There are 3 LEDs next to it for different pages. Press it again to change the page. It also controls the level and muting of the audio inputs. In program mode, it allows you to mix and mute the levels of the oscillators and the drum track. Real-time control mode allows you to control characteristics of the synthesizer sound and effects. In program mode, it affects the current program, while in combi and sequencer modes, it can affect any or all of the timbres and tracks that have been set to respond to it. The functions of the first 4 sliders are always the same, as shown by the labels above, while the functions of the second 4 sliders can be programmed differently for each program or combi. The 8 switches across the top individually turn on and off the 8 available effects in each mode, the 5 insert effects, 2 master effects, and 1 total effect. The external mode is for mapping continuous controllers to each of the sliders and switches and using the M3 to control other devices such as computer DAWs or various software plugins. The M3 comes with many different templates for controlling popular devices and software applications. The tone adjuster